So I do have to say, this is kind of like a little minor warning. This is going to be, at least, it's going to sound like kind of like a rant video. As you can tell by the title, ranked play in Call of Duty World War II is incredibly broken on multiple different levels. You can't carry all attachments, but some of the attachments that are complete ass. Like, why have that? If you're not gonna have rapid fire, then why have a whole bunch of other things? They should just do a bare bones then. In that case, if they wanted to be fair. But same thing with all the other like garbage that you can have, like sticky grenades. Okay, you can have those, but you can't have C4. Like the fuck, it's just like random shit that you can have and random shit that you can't have. It's really frustrating because the shit that you're normally used to you can't have, and some of the weapons that do better with rapid fire you can't have that, so the weapon struggles, like the BAR. As an example, I prefer to have rapid fire on that and extended mags, and that weapon is pretty beast. And I can deal I can deal with the flinch and all that other bullshit. I can get past that. As you can see in the gameplay, I sped it up a lot because initially the video was almost 20 minutes long. I'm not gonna place a 20-minute long video of me just ranting and bitching about the game because I'm not that type of person. It has a couple of finer, more interesting aspects. You actually have people that use their fucking mics and talk in ranked play. Not always. The game before that, nobody on my team had a fucking mic, and it was really fucking frustrating because I was trying to communicate with people, but nobody fucking said anything. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Yeah, I'll deal with it. Maybe I'm guessing they heard me because it was hard point, and but we lost. And out of basically the 10 games that I played, which was the most stressful fucking thing I've ever had to go through. And since when are video games supposed to be stressing a person out? Like, aren't video games supposed to be like leisure and fun and immersion, not this stressful bullshit? I can understand if we're playing actual like major league gaming or esports or whatever. Yeah, then it's very competitive because you're playing not on the internet, you're playing on a LAN server, which is basically a small network in a building connected to each other. So it's like a custom game with other players. That's all they're doing. There is no internet connection involved in it. So there is no lag. There is no nothing. That's why these people can do so good. I don't know if anybody has realized this yet. They're not playing on the fucking internet. They're playing basically a custom game with their friends with fucking a certain amount of monitors here and a certain amount of monitors here. That's all it is. There's no lag. There's no interruption of any sort. There's no host migration. There's no people leaving. There's no everybody communicates. It's like, that's why like a lot of people have the notion that ranked play is kind of like esports. No, ranked play is basically a little bit more competitive. Is basically a bunch of sweaty assholes playing a fucking game, but half the fucking time it's a bunch of good people and a bunch of bad people, and then they randomly throw you in, and they're like, I think this game will throw you with some decent players. This game will throw you in with some assholes that don't know how to play the fucking game, And it really sucks because I had a game like one of the games I had, a guy on my team was basically leading our team because the other team, I couldn't handle playing with the other team because they were basically a bunch of fucking dirty ass campers, and that also kind of defeats the purpose of playing the game. Like me, I run and gun flank. I constantly move. Yes, if I play hardpoint, there are moments where I am, just hanging out and chilling. But for the most part, I like to move. I don't have the patience to play like a slow and sluggish and not move and camp. It defeats the purpose of having fun in a fucking game. So, yeah, I think that ranked play for Call of Duty World War II, the first season, completely broken. I don't want to even play it again. I got placed in bronze. I don't feel bad. I feel like the placement is retarded anyway to begin with. It's, like the last game, we're playing Capture the Flag, and we won the first round. We lost the second round, then we won the first round of overtime, and then they won the second round of overtime. Wouldn't that be technically considered a draw or we win? But no, we lost. So I might have had a chance to be placed in, one placement above that. But I'm not gonna bitch about my placement because it is what it is, and You can't expect to be placed correctly if the fucking rank system is goddamn broken. So, that's just the honest truth, and it's kind of pathetic and sad, And, I've heard other YouTubers like Mark of J, 8 Thoughts, and, other YouTubers, mention how, Call of Duty World War II is, like, not ideal, not perfect, and they kind of want to go back to Black Ops 3, and I completely understand their frustration, and I understand what they were talking about now since I actually played Ranked. Because I really didn't catch the bullshit, when I was playing just regular, public matches. I really didn't encounter too much bullshit, Yes, there was map exploits, weapon balancing is not ideal, there's still some lag, the game is not ideal, it's basically a work in progress, so basically, like 8 Thoughts actually mentioned, the fucking game is an unfinished product, and that's true, it's unfinished as fuck. And you start to really, truly realize this once you play ranked play. That's how you can really tell if the game is finished or not. The weapon balancing is stupid. The little, I guess the perk system or the little basic training badges or whatever the fuck they're called, those things are so pointless and stupid. Like, well, why would you change the game on that level? Could you just please give us a fucking... I would have settled for a pick 10 system. At least that was a little bit more appealing. I could have perks specific to my needs. Now I have to run a certain thing based on what is the best thing for me to get the best, game, like I can't choose any of those basic training badges or whatever the hell they're called based on my play style. I do it based on what is going to help me win the game. Because I do want to play good, I do want to put good content out there. As you can tell by the gameplay, I had my ups and downs in the game. I had some pretty cool kills, I got my streaks, this and that, but I still, it wasn't many kills. I struggled. It was, I started off strong, then started just being sluggish towards the end for whatever reason, and we lost, and I got placed shitty. Like I said, the rank system in this game is incredibly shitty and broken. It needs a lot of work. Hopefully they fix everything that they need to fix by Season 2. Honestly speaking, I don't even want to do Season 2. I really don't even want to play rank play anymore because it kind of ruined the game for me, like, honestly speaking. Like, as much as, like, I can, let's say, like, I'm playing PUBG, I get frustrated. Like, I was playing a game of PUBG earlier, I just finished looting, I was away from everybody, and I'm running, and I randomly got shot in my back. I just left the building. It's like this guy waited for me to loot, so he wouldn't have to put that fucking work in, and shot me in my back like a fucking bitch. It pissed me off, but I'm like, life goes on. I still want to play some PUBG. Like, it was a disappointing loss for me, but whatever. I still got in like the top 40 or whatever. I wasn't too upset. I'm like, whatever, it's just a game. But here I'm like, for a AAA title that has a huge budget, what the fuck were you doing for 3 years? How can you, out of all the things, you can fuck up everything in this game, do not fuck up rank play? Like, I'm looking back at some of the other Call of Duties that I actually played rank play, and I'm thinking, many of the others back when, even Black Ops 3 placed me decently for ranked play. And I hated Black Ops 3 simply because it was fucking bunny hops all fucking day, dude. I can't stand people fucking jumping up and down like they're on fucking crack, just being blunt and honest here. That's the reason why I hated Black Ops 3, because the verticality, the jumping, I'm like, dude, like, my head fucking hurts after 2-3 games. I'm like, I'm tired, my eyes are tired, my brain is tired of trying to comprehend fucking idiot crackhead around the corner jumping around like he's on crack, just being brutal and blunt and honest about it, But, looking back at it now, I much rather I would prefer that over this garbage right now, because rank play basically ruined Call of Duty World War II for me. Basically, that's what I'm trying to, relay that information here on this channel, is that rank play basically ruined Call of Duty World War II for me. Like, it ruined the experience completely. Like, I feel like there's much better games, different games that I can really enjoy There are either coming out or are already out. Like, I can always go back to playing Rainbow Six Siege and really enjoy that, because every instance of that game I pretty much enjoy for the most part. I mean, I only had maybe a few times where I was upset about something, but for the most part, I always had an enjoyable time. But with this here, I'm like, okay, you have a unpolished, unfinished fucking game, and out of all the fucking things you can fuck up on, you fuck up on ranked play, which is the thing that makes Call of Duty competitive. Other than that, Call of Duty is just a Twitch shooter. It's not anything special. I don't consider any real MLG fucking pro gamer for Call of Duty to be anything too prestige or too amazing. It's Call of fucking Duty. It's point, aim, and shoot. You're twitching. Oh, there's a guy. And you shoot him. I mean, that's all you really do. It's point, aim, and shoot. Yes, there is a very minute, tiny learning curve. Yes, you have to know the maps. Yes, it's good to know the spawns. It's good to know map rotation. It's good to know the objectives and this and that. But those are all minor things that it shouldn't take you more than a week or two to learn. PUBG, for an example, for you to actually be good at the game, you really have to know the map. You really have to know a whole list of things, and it could take you months to learn how to be efficient and good at it. Yes, I can get in the top 10, but that's because I'm kind of late to the party. But when it comes to actual gunplay, I still have a lot of work to do, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. But unfortunately, I can't say the same thing for Call of Duty. I think the ranked play is incredibly broken. It's really devastating and sad to sit here and say this, because I was really hoping I had hopes that this game would be at least half done and half good, but I can't say it. It's fucking terrible. Like, that's all I gotta say. It's fucking terrible. If you like the video, definitely hit that like button, subscribe and all that stuff. I really appreciate the 57 subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Greatly appreciate it. I didn't upload the intro because I'm working on changing it, making it a little bit better. So maybe next video I'll upload it. Try to make it a shorter video. That's all I gotta say. Peace.
Get our flag, soldier! Enemy down! Get our flag! Top priority, return our flag! We lost good men today. Learn from this failure.